Senate President, I will want to, my personal explanation is on the issue of NDLA malicious reaction to the debate on the bill seeking to establish an institute for drug awareness and rehabilitations. I express my concern and my contribution on this bill for so many reasons. For the simple reason that there are a lot of informations from my constituency on the negative effect of drug consumption and trafficking, to the extent that today one of my constituency members was asserting that in the last 2 years he can count up to 50 people who had lost their sanity based on consumption of drug. Equally true, there are feasible examples of barons, mini barons, who are making money through distribution of drug in my constituency and other constituencies too. Equally too, we observe that there are increase in drug-related crime. And because of these and many other reasons, I strongly contributed on the floor of the Senate that the Senate should look into the operation of NDLA and advise that issue of corruption among the operative should be looked into, to the extent that after debate, I fully supported the bill on the establishment of another agency that will take care of rehabilitation. Your Excellency, by this I'm coming under Order 42, personal explanation, to explain and clear myself on the insinuation published, especially in Daily Trust, that Senator Ashiru is involved in distribution of drugs. I want to ascertain that in my life, I'm upward of 78 years now. I'm 68 years now. I assert that I cannot even identify what we call cannabis or any drug. Beyond taking water, I don't take alcohol, I don't take any drug, I don't even take carbonated drinks. Beyond taking water and normal food, I don't get myself involved in this thing. Your Excellency, my reaction on my finding is simple. The basis of this debased publication can only be traced to my contribution on the floor of Senate on the issue raised in October 15, 2024, to which I offer my views on the subject as best known to me. Rather than the NDLA to address the issues raised by the Senate, the agency resorted to subterfuge and gaslighting. This is an attempt to cow the Senate of its rights to free debate on issues of national interest and hear opinions of the floor of Senate. The ambiguous resolve of the Senate is that the menace of drug should be frontally confronted no matter the personality involved. The NDA has made unfounded allegations against me These allegations are malicious, an attempt to undermine my credibility as a senator and impede my ability to freely participate in parliamentary debate. Your Excellency, I am of opinion that for the protection of myself as a member of this Honorable Chamber, for the protection of the Senate and other senators, we must do something about this as a summit.
Order 42 of our rules, under personal explanation, which does not engender debates, and therefore he has presented his point. I personally feel that whatever the NDL is doing must be based on your submission here, which you pointed out that the issue of integrity of the officials should be looked into. And you know, when the bill for the establishment of the rehabilitation center for drug takers or drug users was raised. So if the NDA felt that you were a drug baron, they should have arrested you before you got to 30 years. They should have brought it up before you were 50. They would have brought it up before you were 60. They would have brought it up before you were 65. Not at the age of 68, just after your contribution on the floor of the Senate. And I understand the person that went on television was even alluding to the fact that you made contributions on the floor and trying to quote what you said on the floor. I think Nigerians are not aware of the Constitution and the laws of the land. Anything you say here is privileged. It's covered with immunity. It's not subject to debate on the radio or television. So we feel that, I don't want to jump into conclusion, but you have never been invited by NDLA. You have never been charged to court by NDLA. NDLA never said anything about you as a person. And we in the Senate, we see you as a gentleman to the core. You are not even somebody that takes alcohol. So these things, we must, my dear colleagues, we must take this issue very seriously, because injury to one is injury to all, and we must call this agency to order. So it is my personal view that we should immediately set up an ad hoc committee to invite the NDLA and the rest of them, all those involved, to come and justify the allegations against Senator Ashiru, failing which the Senate will take very drastic actions. Is it the view of the Senate that we set up an ad hoc committee to look at this issue holistically and come up with recommendations before the Senate for appropriate action? Those in support say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Accordingly, the following names will constitute the ad hoc committee to look into the allegations made on television channels and published a Daily Trust newspaper, which I have a copy here. How we recovered consignment of drugs from Senator Ashiru's house. And this is said to have happened in February last year. And it is only coming up now because you made contributions on the floor of the Senate. So this is Daily Trust. Members of the committee would include Senator Ide Dafinone. We are bringing them all from across the geopolitical zones. The distinguished Senator Ireti Kingibe, distinguished Senator Eyinaya Abaribe, distinguished Senator Afolabi Shuaibu, distinguished Senator Lawal Usman, and we have distinguished Senator Kaka Shehu San, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, as chairman of that committee, to report back to the Senate within 1 week because of the seriousness of the issue. Leader of the Senate.
first business of the day